Tiger Woods did look amazing. He walked the Pro-Am, he walked Saturday, and he walked Sunday. Didn't take the cart. Obviously, it's a scramble. If you really paid attention to his shots, there were a lot of shots that he did miss. Like if you were trying to simulate him in a major, let's say, like at Augusta National, he was missing a lot of greens. He was driving the ball outrageously well. I think he missed like one fairway in 2 days. I don't know the official stats. I think he maybe only missed going into 18. I think he missed like one fair, and then he started hitting that bunker. But it was the one, and that even those
ones that were into that bunker were solid tee shots, like that water all down the left, and he just overcut him like a fraction. But you're right, he was driving the ball well.
Oh, and then like hitting 3 woods off the tee, hitting 5 woods, whatever that other one was. He was hitting amazing. He hit driver off the deck to the to pin high, basically, which was just incredible. His wedges were out of control. Charlie's wedges are amazing. That chip on 18 to go to the playoff, that is such a delicate little chip. Ooh. Especially with that like Orlando. Is that like Bermuda down? Like I don't even know what kind of grass that is, but that I know chipping in Florida is like a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. It's
like,
I mean, I know they live down there, so it probably helps. But dude, when we go down there, we haven't been down there for a while, and we just go down and film a video, and it's like that scraggly Bermuda-y. Oh. It could be a little inconsistent. Like I'm sure at PNC that maybe they overseed whatnot. It wasn't as bad, but you're 100% right, Frankie. Like anybody who's done a quick little buddies trip or something in the wintertime down to Florida, and you just go from like chipping on ryegrass or wherever you kind of play, especially up in the Northeast, like. In the fall, the grass is so perfect everywhere. Out here in Arizona, they overseed it so perfect everywhere. You go down to Florida or even like the Pinehurst area, dude, and you try chipping on that stuff and you're not perfect. You just like
hitting off a Brillo pad or something. Yeah. It like just grabs the club but yeah, he looked amazing. The composure was great. He was putting fantastic also. I saw a lot of people saying if Tiger would have put that playoff putt first, Charlie probably would have made it. Like he was that dialed in. Because he was just a little more aggressive. He couldn't get the speed down a lot of times, but his line was always like right on the edge of the hole. So yeah, it was an awesome event, man. I think Tiger obviously made huge strides physically. They do this every year with the PNC. The announcers just talk about how he's never looked better. Mm-hmm. He's never felt better. He looks incredible. But this one you could really take some positives away because he did walk it all. Like he walked the whole entire thing. He's got a bunch of months left. He's got 4 months until the Masters, and it's like this guy could just get better. Like, just do you think we'll see him before then? Do you think he'll play Riviera? Do you think like we'll see some practice rounds from Tiger?
Pretty close because I think I've never seen such a disconnect kind of between the way he looked and his own comments about his game, and he kept. It's almost like he's trying now to dispel a lot of it to make it less pressure on himself. Like he's trying to psych us out because I don't think he believes that. But he kept talking about how rusty he is. Thank God it's a scramble, the whole thing. I thought this was maybe as good as he's ever looked in the damn PNC. And I know this is 4 years now that they've been doing this thing. But it is the fact that it's not like he looks healthy, but his game's a disaster. And it's not like his game looks solid, but he just looks really unhealthy. I think he looks pretty damn healthy and moving. And the fact that he voluntarily chose to walk, I know that seems like a pretty crazy victory that we're claiming right here.
I'll take
it.
But
like,
I'll plant any flag I got to plant.
It's actually huge. It really is.
It's kind of a big deal.
Dude, I got into a debate. I got this guy, Tommy. His name's Tommy Burke. He drives me up a wall. He's one of my best friends.
His name's Tommy.
Yeah, his probably name's Thomas, but I call him Tommy. But he's a Tiger hater. He's talking about PEDs and no one can be this big every time. He just hates the game of golf.
Ever heard
he
of the
loves
weight room,
to rib me, and he gets under my skin, and he knows it, and it's every day now. And I would, he saw some talk about walking the golf course, and he's like, how far are you guys going to move the goalposts to start cheering for this man? And I said, have we never heard of like rehab in a sport? Like you're a huge hockey fan. Like you go nuts when Matt Barzell's back on a no contact jersey. He's skating with the boys. He's wearing a no contact jersey.
Those videos go viral when they go out to pregame skate, or even if the team's in Edmonton and he's out in Long Island and jumps on the ice
just
for the first
skating.
Time.
Like, I mean, baseball. Like, he's pitching from a flat mound today, and everyone's going nuts. Like, what? Like this is the rehab. He's walking the golf course. That's a huge step in rehab. Like, how do people not see? How do you not see that enthusiasm from the fan base of being like, hey, we're excited that this guy has taken a step in his comeback. Like, you do it with everyone else. Justin Verlander was out with like a broken nail. Remember that? And then he was throwing a ball. He was throwing a medicine ball. Yeah. It's like, what? The guy had a hangnail.
And to answer Tommy's question, I'll move the goalpost to a different state if I have to. I don't give a... It's fun.
There's a lot of Tommies out there. They hate. Yeah. We have them at our own company. They hate when Tiger is on his way back. And this guy refuses to stop. He refuses to give up.
The two shots that made me like legitimately excited were the one from just off the cart path where he put it to 20 feet and then he made the putt. And I was like, let's do it. I'm ready. Gear up, get everybody ready, get the soldiers ready. We are taking this thing to Augusta and who knows what's going to happen.
The big one.
What kind of back surgery did this guy have? I mean, he's swinging 190 miles an hour. It's like this guy had back surgery a couple months ago.
It's I got a we got some videos from a media member on like Friday that was just hyping this guy up like you wouldn't believe, being like, this guy's moving around. The limp looks like it's almost gone compared to what we've seen it before. He's hitting drivers off the deck, and he did hit that one. The one that really stuck out for me too was the tee shot on 17 that you guys talked about a little bit earlier. But like when he really took his time, locked in, visualized what he was trying to do, and then threw a dart in there under pressure. I know they ended up not making the putt and ended up losing by one, but just like him actually locking in and doing it, it just got me fired up, man, because boy, I think over the, really during the Dan Rappaport era, we kind of lost a lot of our mojo with Tiger Woods and believing like it might be truly, truly over. I think that gave me a little belief that like we might get a little bit more pop here over these next couple of years. It's not going to be every week. We're going to have times where he goes through more injuries and stuff. But as of right now, I'm feeling pretty confident on Mr. Woods.
We've said it before. What's the downside? Just if he does it, he does it. If he doesn't, he does it. It's fun to watch him and have the idea and the hope that maybe he can do something special. And we've said this before too. If there's a guy who's going to do it, it's going to be Tiger Woods. He's Tiger Woods, the most unprecedented athlete of all time. Nobody saw 2019 coming except the guys on this podcast. Everyone's like, it's over. It's done. It's, he's never going to win another major. Boom, wins the 15th. What's the shame in belief? At a time like this, at Christmas time, there's nothing wrong with believing. Nothing.